Hi.
Do you like to go by Sam or Samantha?
Sam.
Okay. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
How are you?
It's so good.
Okay, I have to start with, what the fuck? I've never been nervous for a podcast yet. I am shaking all morning.
Oh my gosh.
My energy is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, good, great. She can handle it. Like, why are you bringing this? I feel like you're bringing this onto me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yesterday, this is funny. This is like actually perfect timing. And it's probably not nerves. It's just a peak of energy. So I actually spoke at a retreat yesterday and played my bowls. Yeah. And this woman at the end, she was like, I was literally vibrating before you even touched a bowl. Mm. She was like, your energy is just really powerful. Yeah. So I do come in.
You come in hot.
I come in hot.
Like, as I was, like, it didn't want, I got off the wrong exit 3 different times. I don't know why maps took me this way. It's never done that. I've never jumped on the freeway from where I come from. Mm-hmm. And I kept, like, it didn't make sense. And I was like, do you not want me to go? Like, what is happening? And I did get, like, upset for a minute. And I was like, what the? And then I was like, no, it's fine. Oh, sorry.
Divine timing.
I know.
Divine timing. And a reroute, too. Yeah. So I always look at those things as divine protection. Yeah. And I'm always curious of, like, okay, what is happening here that I don't see?
I know.
I'm like, well, I trust it, whatever it is.
Is there a car accident that I was supposed to miss? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe you just needed to feel this.
I know. I'm feeling too much, though, in my life at this time, too, that I'm already like, I can't feel anything more. But I'm trying to accept and, like, listen. And then this is the first reason why I got off the wrong exit. I was listening to your podcast. Oh. So I was distracted. So it's really your fault. And then it went radio silent, and it wouldn't let me get on to any music to your podcast. So I had to sit in silence going the wrong way.
Oh my gosh. Weird. This is not weird at all. This stuff happens all the time with people around me of, like, what is actually going on? Mm-hmm. And Spirit is, like, really working with you right now.
Yeah. I did put, like, my lavender on in the car after. I was like, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like, let me tap it in. Okay, so back to you. Even though this is all about you, I felt like, I'm like, let me say this is your energy.
I love it. Yeah, you can blame me for it.
No, it's not blaming. I just, I get nervous because I am late everywhere, but it's something I'm working on. But today I was like, this isn't me. I was going to be on time. Okay, so start from the beginning. Who are you? Where are you from? And how did you get into all of this, I guess?
Well, okay, so the way I'm going to describe myself now is much different than I would describe myself years ago. Okay. But I am peace. Okay. And that actually dropped in for me in a really beautiful journey in April that I need to start introducing myself as peace. Okay. And so we're going to go with that. So I am peace. Okay. But what most people are really curious about is, like, where were you? Who are you? How did you get here? Yeah. And, oh gosh, I mean, there's so many different avenues to direct to this very moment. But, like, 30,000-foot view is I'm a former trauma therapist. Okay. I was a therapist for almost a decade before I transitioned into the work that I do now, which is I'm a conscious leadership coach, a spiritual guide and mentor, and sound healer. Okay. A lot of people know me for my sound healing, and that really, like, blew up for me probably 5 years ago. Okay. So I've been doing this work for a long time, but things really started to, like, really pick up. So that's, like, the work that I get to do now. Yeah. I'm originally from Chicago, but I've been in the Valley for almost 17 years now, which is crazy to me. Okay. I moved here to go to grad school and then got stuck here in, like, a good way. Yeah. But, like,
was that to do with the trauma therapist?
Yeah. So I have a master's in professional counseling with an emphasis in trauma and expressive art therapy. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's deep. Yes. And I worked in a really deep demographic of people. I served sex offenders and sexual abuse survivors for a very long time. And then, like, the deepest traumas that I don't even want you to imagine, but did that work for a really long time. So.
So I have 2 questions for that. Like, one, how did you know that you wanted to go into that? Like, and as a child, you know, what are the pieces that put you there? And then 2, those lessons for you, why do you think that you had to go into that career? Like, it had to be, like, you become the best teacher when you're the student. So sometimes you have to teach while you're teaching. It's for you, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to be a therapist when I was like 9 years old.
Really?
I had a pretty traumatic upbringing, and most of us do. Like, it varies in degrees, but like, it was a pretty traumatic upbringing. And I knew at age 9, like, I don't want other kids to feel alone or feel what I'm feeling, so I want to help children.
Okay.
And so I knew my path from a very young age, which I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you learn a lot along the way. You get a lot of initiations, and there was more trauma to come after that. And then when I got into my master's program, the specific niche that I went into, which was sex offenders, was not really by choice, but I was really open to it. So I was in a cohort, and the professor asked, what are all of our interests? And I was really open to working with whoever, and, you know, everybody was like, marriage and family or couples therapy or children. Yeah. And I was like, whatever's going to be the best for me right now is what I want. And she asked who wants to go into this niche. And I was like, well, I thought about it for a second, and it wasn't a full body no. Okay. And I was like, well, this is going to be the hardest demographic to work with. And I'm going to be under the most supervision I will ever have. So if I mess up, I'm protected. And if I can work with this demographic, I can work with anybody. So that'll make me very desirable in agencies afterwards. Okay. And so I said yes to it, and then I ended up really loving it and stayed in it for the majority of my time as a therapist.
Yeah. Did you work under like someone, like a big group, or did you end up going on your own?
Yeah, I worked at an agency that was contracted with federal and state contracts. So
yeah, that's kind of hard though too. Sometimes, like, right, like staying in their system.
Yeah, the whole system it's
a system.
It's broken.
Yeah. That's what's hard. Did you feel like though was there always a pull, like you needed to go on your own and like that entrepreneurial spirit?
Well, I worked as a contractor, so I was always working.
Like it?
Yeah, I was always kind of operating under entrepreneurship, and I got paid per client, per head in the room, and like, so it was like feast or famine sometimes, but I was very regulated on what I could and couldn't do. Okay. So it felt really limiting, which was part of the reason why I wanted to branch out and do something else, along with some other pretty significant things that came up in my life. But, you know, my time was done. Yeah. And it was time to move on.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Isn't it interesting? Like, do you feel like your parents' age, like I feel like my parents, it's just that generation where like you do the same thing and you never change. Right. Like you just stick to it. But now I'm like, people would always say to me, like, are you a gypsy? Like a jack of all trade? Like it's not good to, like, you know, be good in a lot of things. You need to be great in one thing. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Right. I think that we are constructed to think that you have one gift and that's what you should do, and you should operate only under that one gift and never explore outside of that. Yeah. But for me, and you're probably this way too, I don't know if you know your human design, but
I'm a projector.
You're a projector? Oh, that's interesting.
No, I'm at the baby steps of learning about it.
Okay, I love
to learn more about it.
I love this. I'm a manifesting generator. So Manny Gens, we are everywhere all the time. We're like starting something, you're an expert at it. You go and you start something new and you're an expert at that, and you kind of just do it all. Okay. And so I was like you. I was like, there's no way I can do one thing for the rest of my life. Yeah. That's not going to work for my soul, like, at all. Yeah. But being a projector, that's interesting.
What do you know about me? Tell me.
I mean, outside of my psychic abilities. Projectors need the invitation in, like, and you'll wait for somebody to be like, hey, do you want to come in on this thing? And then it's a yes. and then you're all in, and you
Yeah.
probably are super creative
Mm-hmm.
once you're inside, and creative for the things that you do yourself, and you're a mirror for everybody. So you probably trigger a lot of people.
That's like the biggest thing for me, especially relationships. But that's why too I'm like, I can't remember if it was my therapist that said this or what, but like it's kind of like people want to look in the mirror, and then as they keep getting closer and closer, it's this like like they either hate me or love me,
Right.
but also they're attracted to the light that I'm comfortable with being in the dark and the light. But it's weird that I've not weird, but attracted people that like, oh, there's a little light over there, like they're gonna follow it, and like, what is this? And then it's like, nope, I'm not ready to.
Yeah, you blast
go
them
in
with
there.
the light. You shine the light on every single part of them,
Yeah.
and they don't like to feel exposed.
Yes.
When really it's coming from a
Vulnerability.
place of love, of like, no, I see all of you and I accept you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be scary, but they're like, oh.
Yeah. It's like and I'm a Scorpio, so it's like,
okay, girl.
it's like I can't not be deep.
Right.
I can't. And now as I get older too, I'm like, I am a nice person, but I'm gonna come off like bitchy if it's just surface. I'm like, okay, you don't want me here, and I just like excuse myself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I just don't have time for it, and because I'm selfish and want to like, what lessons is this gonna give me?
I don't think that's selfish. I think that actually this is a great conversation to have, because I don't think that also wanting something in return energetically is selfish. It's at this point in our lives, it's like I'm here to exchange energy. I've done all of the like giving and giving and giving and giving and giving until I'm totally empty.
Yeah.
I've done that, and now I have boundaries.
Yeah.
And that requires an exchange.
Yeah.
And sometimes we understand the exchange, sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
But it really is like we're no longer hanging out with like the soul sucking people who are just going to drain the energy. And I don't think that that's selfish. I think that that is self-care.
Yeah.
So
That's true. Yeah. That's what my guy friend, he was just telling me, he kept using the word enable, and I'm like, I'm not an enabler. Like, that's like my best coaching, people telling them boundaries. He's like, no, you give because you're just such a giver. And then it's like when they just get used to it and take advantage of it almost, and then it's like you're empty, and then they walk away. And he's like, so you gotta have. I'm like, I know, but it's that balance of like, that's just who I am. He's like, but that's what you always say. That's just who I am. I'm like, I know, but isn't someone gonna come and like see that and then not take advantage of that? He's like, no, not if you. He's like, you're actually enabling them to learn the lesson or something, to be able to give, because you're just giving. So I've gone into this year of just, for any guy that goes on a date with me, I'm sorry. I just keep saying, like, I'm in a receiving part of my life.
don't be sorry. That is the divine feminine.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh my goodness.
Did you see how I quivered?
brace for impact. Okay, so that's new.
I had hypnotherapy on Saturday, and she was like, let's talk about your feminine side.
Yeah, the divine feminine is all about being in the receptive mode.
Yeah.
So that you can flow, so that you can give from a place that is overflowing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you probably, I mean, it's very clear, you've been operating in your masculine for probably your whole life.
Yeah.
And so it's learning how to be a little bit more relaxed and to be open to receive.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's really a lot of work.
It is. It's a discipline, especially when you're running your own companies and you're an entrepreneur and single mom. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've done that.
Yeah.
And also trying to figure out, what does that look like? And so feeling like you're very powerful in who you are, and receive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like finding, right now I'm calling it my soft villain era.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was reading on yours. Like, I loved the villain talk, where I was like, that's even what my therapist said. She's like, that's called boundaries.
It's boundaries.
And I'm like, but, and she's like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
It's not bad. It's not mean. It's just fierce of like, I am going to protect myself at all costs so that I can remain in peace, so that I can remain soft, so that I can remain in receptive mode.
Okay.
And anybody who's going to try to attack that, you're going to get the villain.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hard no. It's going to be like, you're not welcome here.
Yeah. But I feel like, how do you know, I don't know how to ask this. So you are in it. You do the work, you teach the work, all the things. For someone that is like, what are you guys talking about? We're on, like, this is another language.
Right.
This villain talk, and it's like, there's just some people that are going to be a villain no matter what. If they haven't done the work, or that they're open and they're trying to learn about that, I guess, I feel like they're not going to understand, like, the definition of villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we put it best of, like, having boundaries. Mm-hmm. Because if you look at the villains, they give no Fs.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the way that it goes.
Yeah.
And so framing that in a healthy way.
Yeah.
So that you're not an evil villain. Like, that's not what we're going for, or a dark villain. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're saying, like, enough is enough.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything to protect the hero.
Right.
You know?
Right. I like that. Mm-hmm. That feels instantly safe to me.
Yeah.
Hearing, like, protecting, it's almost like protecting your inner child, like, all the parts of you.
Yes, it's exactly that.
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
That made me feel good. Well, thank you for my session today. Okay, so you did, you're going on your own now. Where was the first thing, or what was the first thing that, like, you were guided to do after your trauma therapy?
Yeah, so I did a short stint working at an international relief and development nonprofit organization, and I was doing coaching on the side to kind of supplement, because again, like, I'm a single mom too, and so I had to figure it out of, like, how am I going to work at a nonprofit where I'm not making a lot of money, but like, I wanted to save the world, right? Yeah. And so it was a beautiful experience. It was a beautiful, like, blip on the radar. Yeah. But while doing coaching on the side, and then there came a breaking point, and I actually just talked about this on stage this past weekend, but I was up for a promotion and got denied the promotion because I was rising too fast in the company. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'm done. There will never be a person who is telling me that I'm rising too fast. What does that mean? I had gotten a promotion within the first 6 months, and then another 6 months later, and this was 6 months.
This is, like, not in the system.
No, it's like they covertly would, like, definitely not want a woman in leadership, and so I think it was, like, part of that too. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. But yeah, I was told I was rising too fast, and I put in my 2 weeks, and I landed my first billionaire coaching client. And simultaneously landed my first 4-year contract with the Los Angeles Department of Transportation, coaching all of their C-suite executives. Oh my gosh! And the LA's right-hand woman, so big decision makers, politicians. Yeah.
What was it though? Like, how did you just put yourself out there? Like, how do you think you got that leap?
I think this is gonna sound like so eye roll, right? Of like, I bet on myself. Okay. But I really did. I didn't have a backup plan. Okay. And I was doing some consulting work with another coach who was bringing me in for some of the harder work because of my trauma past. Okay. And some of those more, like, intricate things that they were like, I can't do this work, but can you come in and, like, be a coach for me? And so it was really, like, betting on myself and saying, like, no, I can do this. Mm-hmm. And then not having a backup plan really is like telling the universe, no, I said what I said. Yeah. Show up for me now. Yeah. I always like to tell the universe, like, show me how good it gets, and, like, go ahead and show off. Right. I dare you. Right. Like,
but, like, so someone that's listening that's, like, you know, in that stage or trying to grow a business or take on that leap of, like, the next leap of growing your own business, when you bet on yourself, what does that mean? Do you just put it out there energetically? You literally put, like, all your money in? What was business-wise that step?
For me, at that time, it was energetically not having a backup plan. And I don't recommend that, honestly, for a lot of people because it's not realistic.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, oh, it's an eye roll for a lot of people, and rightly so.
Yeah.
But I had done a lot of work leading up to that moment. So I wasn't like freshly doing energy work. Like I had been doing a lot of inner healing.
Yeah.
And so I was in a state that I was ready for it.
Yeah, you had this gut.
Yeah. So, and then I invested money into it.
Okay.
After I knew, oh, this is going to actually work, now let me put some money into it.
Right.
And I put a lot of money investing into my business and growing that. So
that's awesome.
It's been a beautiful trajectory, but it was a leap of faith too.
Yeah. How do you now, looking back, reflecting on that and where you are now, like how proud of you are you of yourself? And like, what would you have changed anything differently, and or what does that do for you? Like even trying to move forward, like in more goals and stuff. Do you feel like you have more confidence in yourself? Do you feel like, do you have pride in yourself? What does that feel like?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of that version of Sam. Like she really did it scared.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was like,
I have goosebumps for you. I felt you just.
Yeah, my nervous system was hijacked. Like I was so scared, and I was like, this has to work because if this doesn't work, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do, because I was really operating in my purpose and I knew that, and I was like, I'm just so proud of her. Yeah. And I'm in a very interesting spot right now in business where I'm taking some scary leaps and risks. Yeah. And it feels very similar in the body. But because I have a lot of evidence to support, I did it before and I thrived. And not only thrived, like grew tremendously. Yeah. Both mentally, spiritually, in my business, every area grew. Yeah. And so now I'm in another like scary spot. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, no, I know that this is going to work out for me. Yeah. So it's not as scary. Still scary. But I trust it more. Yeah. And it's not as uncomfortable as it was the first time. So I would say if anybody's in like that scary spot, it's just like feel into that. Yeah. Because your body, you're going to be in another scary spot later and your body's going to remember. So you can come back and be like, oh no, I did that.
Yeah, like make it kind of in alignment of saying like this feeling is saying like this is something that means something. Like it wouldn't be scary if it didn't mean something to
That's
you.
right.
So do it.
That's
Jump.
Exactly it. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I love that. Yeah, it's like you made me, because I feel like when you run your own business, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm in the same, like it feels like the ground, you're still doing groundwork almost, but you're doing it. If you actually reflect, you're like, oh, I am doing it. Right. I'm just maybe not always, checking the boxes, but I'm going somewhere. Yeah. But because everyone keeps even saying to me like, I can't believe you're doing a podcast. Like that's you're brave. And I'm like, that's not brave. I'm like, I just talk.
Yeah, you can just do your thing.
Yeah. But then if I think back to my, like, girl that's getting divorced and, like, okay, like, literally looking back at her, like, she is scared. She's walking away from everything. She's starting over, like, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I am a strong bitch.
Yeah, you are.
But it's funny because at different stages, you're like, I'm always a strong bitch. But it's just, like, so awesome that you can tap into that next one. So I understand the scared. Does it feel ever to you like anxiety? This is such a big word right now, right? Like everyone has anxiety. Does that, as a business owner, come across? Like how do you manage, besides scared? I mean, scared comes with all of that. Right. What do you do to like, do you talk through it? Do you just do energy work? How do you move through it?
That's such a great question. So I'm not an anxious person. Okay. To like kind of begin with. Okay. I'm pretty grounded thanks to my Capricorn moon. Okay. Like I'm pretty solid to the ground. However, there's moments where really activated energy comes in. And maybe that's anxiety, but I also use it as a force to move.
Okay.
And so when that starts to happen with me, it's like, oh, that's giving me a signal that either something's out of alignment or I need to move through this rather than stay like in the anxiety puddle, you know?
Right.
And so that's an indicator for me, like, oh, there's something needs to change here. And so that just gives me ample like excitement. I shift it into excitement of like, we're going to use it. But I do a lot of practices to keep myself grounded.
Yeah.
Of course, like I come into this world pretty grounded, but also I do a lot of things on a daily basis to keep me here.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the world is really chaotic.
Yeah.
And it could easily like pull me in all sorts of different directions.
Yeah.
That feels unhinged.
Yeah.
And that feels like anxiety. But
right. Yeah.
I like to keep myself tethered to the ground.
So what does that look like though? Let's just break it down more on starting your daily routine. Like it's a Monday in the morning. Do you have an exact routine every day to like kind of like a discipline, like a practice to do that?
So I used to have a very regimented daily routine, but that's very masculine.
I know.
So,
but when you're ADHD, like you have to have some.
I know, I get that too. I'm like squirrely
or I'm not
too.
ADHD. I have.
There you go. Beautiful reframe. So, but because I did like some regimented things, I know what works really well for me.
Okay.
And now I have a lot of things in my back pocket that I can choose from.
Okay.
So now I let my morning flow.
Yeah.
I am specific with some things. Like I don't see clients on Mondays and I don't see clients after 12 o'clock on Fridays. Okay. I keep those free for me. Mondays are usually a flow day, a creative day, an administrative catch-up day, but also to flow however I need to flow. So Mondays are a little bit slower for me. But let's talk about like the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday vibe because that's probably what people want to hear. Right. And so, yes, I wake up, I meditate. I meditate probably 3 times a day. Okay. But it's because of the work that I do. Yeah. So that's abnormal for most people. I sit in front of red light. I am in sound frequency multiple times a day. That's not going to be available to most people, but it can be.
What does that mean, you're in sound frequency for people?
So, yes. Okay, so being a sound healer, which is why a lot of people know me, is I do a lot of sound baths, and I play my sound bowls for myself and for clients. And so I'm in pure frequency multiple times a day. Yeah. And whether I'm playing or listening to it, like through Spotify, or I have my Sound Vault membership, where you can listen anywhere. But I stay in high frequency as much as possible. And so that keeps me balanced too. So I'm listening to it. I'm imbibing with it. I'm using my body to hum and sing. So I'm really in frequency a ton. Okay. Rather than letting chaotic things come in and kind of infiltrate on my system, I like to keep it protected by pure frequencies. So that, back to the morning routine, I fast usually in the morning. That works for me. And then the afternoon is kind of we're in it, we're focused, we're doing the work. I'm really connected with my clients and more in the masculine, but I start with the feminine. So I like to be in flow and then get all the flow, move in, so then I can be focused. Okay. If I started with a focus, it would be really hard to come out and be in flow because it really is like a mind shift. Yeah. And then when you're in the flow of focus, it's hard to get out of that.
Yeah. Why is that though? Like I just noticed, I'm like, if I start with work, like emails and just, it is so much harder to get out versus like, I just need to go to the gym and like let myself like stretch and walk and like what I'm listening to, podcasts and music and whatnot. Why is it so hard to pull that direction? Is it individualized, or do you think it's like for everyone?
I think it is individualized. I think it works well for some people to start out laser focused, and then they're like the reward at the end is flow. But that's if you operate through rewards.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm a rebel. I'm like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Right? Exactly. You're like, I'm going to get rewarded every day. I don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier too is to, like, once you're open and flow, to then kind of tighten up. But when you're tight, it's really hard to unravel. It takes longer.
Yeah.
So it's easier to, like, tying the shoelaces, like, tighten them. But if they're really tight, you know how much it takes to, like, get them loose?
Such a good example. So for someone that doesn't really know about, like, masculine and feminine, what's a quick cliff notes of that?
Yeah. Okay, we'll start off by saying that the masculine operates on the right side of the body. The feminine is on the left side of the body. So, and then we all have masculine and feminine energy in us, and we work to bring them into balance as best as possible. That's kind of like the enlightened version of us, like the higher version of us when you can be in balance. But the masculine is all about that courage, that bravery, productive, providing, like a lot of brute strength, which we have.
Yeah.
All of us have that. Some of us need it to survive.
Right.
Which is probably where you and I were really awesome at that during different points of our life. Because you kind of have to operate in the masculine to get shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to say the feminine doesn't also provide that, but it just looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
So the feminine is all about play and being soft and nurturing and receiving big time. And so the way that we like to look at it is the masculine is the container.
Okay.
And then the feminine can be inside the container, being all flowy and chaotic and doing all the things, because that's where creativity is born.
Okay.
But inside the safety of the container.
Okay.
So we need the container of the masculine
Yeah.
to then be able to do all the things as the feminine.
Yeah.
And then to take it even further, that's why divine masculines, for operating in that kind of system, divine masculine is really necessary for the divine feminine to be able to fully receive. Okay. Because you need to feel safe to like surrender and let go.
Right. I love that so much. I feel like that's what's hard for a lot of relationships too, is because of that battle. And then what, like, our society has, like man role, they think that's masculine roles, or, but it's like, no, both need to tap in to both so that you can kind of flow together.
Yeah,
right?
it's primal. It's primal. It's not even like traditional values or systems. It's how we come into this world.
Yeah.
And so it's like, let's be in that.
Yeah.
Let's be in the organic flow.
Yeah. What would you recommend? What kind of modalities or therapy or that you've noticed helps with getting that balanced the best? Like if someone's like, oh yeah, I do have a hard time receiving. What should I do?
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I might be a little biased here, but sound healing is a really beautiful way to do that because you don't need to do anything as the recipient literally receiving sound. And it lets the body rest enough. It regulates the nervous system to come back into alignment where you can start to see, oh, whoa, my body's been holding so tight, I didn't realize. Or my mind has been so busy, or I've been going so hard. When we have space and time, then we can see and we can feel and we can hear it all. Yeah. When we're going, it's hard to do that. Yeah. So I love movement. I love traditional therapies. I love breath work. I love all sorts of alternative methods and modalities of healing, but sound healing is one where it really provides space and time. Okay. I love that. And it does the work for you.
Yeah. It's not like talk therapy where you have to talk about your feelings if someone doesn't want to.
Right. Or sometimes it's hard to articulate what is actually happening. Yeah. You're like, I don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. Yeah. And then it's frustrating, and then you shut down, and then nothing happens.
Yeah. Maybe I should lay down and listen to a sample today because my alignment today coming here, I was like, what? What is it? My brain isn't with my gut and all the things.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so speaking of sound bowl, just tap on your on your offering that people can subscribe to. Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, my Sound Vault membership is available for people everywhere, anywhere, at your fingertips. And it's a beautiful place to be.
Is it an app or?
It's in my website.
Okay.
It can operate kind of like an app. It's not an app yet.
Okay.
But we'll see about that.
Okay.
But I have over 20 different sound baths in there. Okay. Some longer, some shorter. So if you need like a quick hit of like 5 minutes just to like get in the zone. Yeah. Or if you're really wanting to like do some rest and healing, I have hour-long sessions in there too. Okay. So there's a nice, beautiful range, but one that's connected to each chakra of the body. One's for nighttime to help you sleep, morning time to help wake you up. A lot of parents use it for their kids to go to sleep. Like I have so many clients inside the vault who are like, their kids are requesting it, which I think is just so beautiful. I love that. Yep. Yeah. And one's for anxiety, depression, manifesting, all sorts of goodies inside the Sound Vault. And so if you are new to sound healing, this is a very like non-intimidating way to try it out. Right. And I always like to say, like, people are like, describe it to me. And I'm like, just go experience it and then you tell me. Yeah. Because every experience is so unique and different and it's otherworldly. And so it's hard to explain exactly what happens inside the body, but it takes you somewhere. Yeah. And it might depend on that person, like on the day. Exactly. And what's going on with you and what's out of balance. And did you fall asleep or did you like cry the whole time? Exactly. Not to scare you, but that's good too. Crying release. Good. I know. So many people say to me, I don't want to cry. And I'm like, why? Let it go. Your body is doing it for a reason. Yeah. It's the same reason my girlfriends, when I like to do challenges and like, very masculine of you. I know. But I'm doing it like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a cold plunge for 30 days. Yeah. And they're like, you bring on anxiety on yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm just like, if I feel it, I think the massage therapist in me from years ago, I'm all about like the body does keep the score. It does. And if you're feeling something, it's like a baby could at least cry out loud and then you know to pick it up and okay, what is it? Diaper, whatever. So it's the same thing, like picking yourself up and like, what is it? Is it my head, my stomach? Is it, you know? So I'm like, what is it? I want to go in. It's like this investigator in you who wants to know the answers. Yeah. That's really beautiful. Yeah. I feel like I am comfortable with being uncomfortable. And most people aren't. I know, but why does it bother me that I'm like, ooh, come with me. And that's why I'm like, I think as a projector, I don't know if I spent so many years doing it wrong because I'm like forcing, you know, like come with me, experience this. But that's also why I love community and why I love all the different parts real estate design, because it's this connection. And I love like, hey, you should go to Sam for bowls and you should go to her for your hair. And like, I love bringing people together, but I don't know if sometimes that is like, I don't know, you know, like I wasn't invited to the show. No, I think that what you're doing is creating connection. Yeah. We all want connection. Yeah. And especially when we feel like we don't have connection, we become the glue for everybody. Yeah. And so it's a beautiful way of like just spreading all the love. Yeah. And you want people to be seen. Yes. Yeah. I love also like just not being a problem solver, but like I feel like if they came into my passing, there's a reason. Because I've always been known as like, with certain friends, they would say, I don't like want to go to a party you're having because you have so many groups of friends or something. Oh, like, right. But you gotta, I'm like, if you like me, and you have good judgment of me, don't you think I would have good judgment of them? Like, I think you'll really like them. Right. You know what I mean? So it's just such an interesting thing. So if I can do it in different ways, I definitely feel like people come across me for a reason. Why I started following you with
I rise, you rise. Like, I'm like, what's today? What are you gonna? Every day I would wait to hear what your message was.
My channeled message. I haven't done one in a while. I should do one.
I know.
Maybe I should do one today.
Yes, please.
I will.
Yeah, for anyone listening, that's why I started following Sam. I think I don't even know. It's just like the algorithm and the like community, and I've always been into sound bowls and all of that stuff. So I love watching kind of to your progress, your work, like just following all the different stages, even in the short amount of time, like the last couple of years. I don't even know how much longer. I have to figure out how much longer I've
Oh my gosh, if you've been around for a couple of years, you have seen a transformation.
I think too, you know, like we connect with someone when you're kind of going through something where I'm like, oh, are you single? Oh, are you divorced? Are you, you know, oh, and you're in sound bowls, and but you're like, cool, like you can like put fashion together and then still be all yoga, like hip, as most people would say, yogi and hippie, and where I'm like,
yeah, we have facets to us, you know, like I was talking about this yesterday at roundtables of stop hiding parts of yourself and bring your full self to the table, because that's where you're going to really feel connected and find your people. Yeah. So for a long time, I wasn't channeling. I wasn't like putting that part of me out in public. Yeah. It was for my private clients. Yeah. And that was like my secret sauce. Like nobody knew about it. Yeah. But everybody loved it. Mm-hmm. And there was a day that I really felt called to share that part of me publicly. Yeah. And I did my first channeled message on Instagram, and I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh.
They're gonna freak out.
We'll see what happens here. And then it like blew up. Yeah. And people loved it. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been hiding this part of me this whole time.
Did you realize you were hiding it though?
Yeah, I was specifically, intentionally not showing it to the public because I didn't want people to be scared or intimidated, or if their belief system was different. I didn't want that to be a barrier or a limitation of access to me, because I just want to help as many people as possible. Right. And I didn't want that to be the thing that they're like, no, I don't like that.
What do you think in your past, or who in your past like put that on you?
I think that a lot of people are scared by the unknown. So I don't know if it wasn't necessarily like a specific person. Okay. More like just like the collective of being like, what we don't know, we don't like. Yeah. And if I'm bringing forward the unknown, I don't know if I can trust that, or if I like that, or that's scary to me, right? Yeah. And sometimes it's not like knowing exactly what it is, but it's like, it's scary. Like, you bring that out in people too. You bring things out in people. Like, you shine the light, and people are like, I'm scared of that. I do the same. Like, I shine a lot of light. Yeah. And it's attractive. It's magnetic. And once it hits you, it's scary. So I think I was just trying to, it probably is more like people pleasing at the time of like, I just want everybody to be happy. Yeah. And everybody to like it. Yeah. And now I don't care. Yeah. At all.
Does it feel good?
It feels really good.
Does it feel like you are just like almost shedding your skin, kind of like, this is me?
It feels like kind of that villain, like we were talking about, like the soft villain of like, I don't care what you think. I love this part of me. Yeah. This is who I am fully. And it is really liberating.
Do you, can I ask how old you are?
Yes, I'm 39.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I'm 40. So do you think any of it, though, too, with age, where I'm like, I don't know if I would have been like this, let's say I stayed married, or like in different scenarios, but I'm like, man, is it just getting better?
It is getting better. And so honestly, I think it is part of age. Yeah. Like, you just
don't give a...
Yes. I'm like, I don't know if we cuss on this podcast.
I mean, I've been told that I have a potty mouth. But that's part of it too, like growing up in Mesa, it's like the best, but also, and it kept me in like, I have this conservative side of me, which again, it's like this balance of masculine and feminine to me. It's not like a political thing, you know, it's just like, I have this conservative side of me. Yeah. But then also in real estate, going into that, I think, and kind of coming from a corporate side, that's where I was afraid to show all my hats.
Right.
And then I think once I started doing more stuff, like, because my private clients would see me more, or my massage clients, they know, like,
right.
Yeah, everything and anything, because I know their vulnerabilities because they're naked on my table and tell me all the things.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
But I think that's, like, part of it, too, where I was, like, more, when I dived more into design in my creative head and, like, allowed myself to flow there, then it was like, uh-oh, things are just coming out, like, pieces of me are coming out without me knowing, and then just hearing people give feedback without, again, me knowing. That was where I was like, oh, you see me.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'm like, I had my realtor hat on, and they're like, I think when people meet Melissa, they know what they're getting. I'm like, are you sure in the real estate world? And I'm like, so it's still this, though, like, trying to figure it out. Like, I want to stay professional, right? But I am, like, in fun.
So I think that being professional has a new definition now. And thank goodness, because it was very stuffy and in a box before.
Yeah.
And I think because there's been such an exodus from corporate America into more entrepreneur spirits, we get to show who we are.
Yeah.
And being professional just is about integrity.
Yeah.
And doing the right thing in
Boundaries.
ethics. Yeah, boundaries. But that doesn't mean you can't be yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being yourself is professional.
Right, yeah. And I think in the beginning of my real estate career, it's more, too, of it where you're like, I want to do everything, so I want to appease everyone.
Right.
I'm not just like a seller's agent, or I'm not just, or, you know, there's, like, people you like the taco realtor, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, yeah, it is interesting as you get to kind of find yourself or reveal yourself more.
Yeah. Remember who you are.
Yeah.
I think it's a remembering.
Yeah. I know. I feel like that's interesting, though, because a lot of people, I don't know if they remember, like, they won't ever remember. They don't try to dust it off.
Yeah, that's a sticky place to be.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen people fight it without even.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's really comfortable, and it's safe
Yeah.
there. When you start to, like, really be who you are, it's scary because that means there's possibility of getting rejected or you're not loved. And it comes back to all these core wounds and fears. Yeah.
Yeah, not love.
Right. But really, fear is like if we're talking about frequency, fear is a very low frequency, and it's not a strong frequency at all, which means once you look fear in the eyes and you acknowledge it, it literally will crumble. Fear is only powerful because we feed it and we put it on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Once we take it off a pedestal, it's super weak and it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And then you can step into your power.
Yeah.
But a lot of people operate in fear.
I know. That's so crazy. That's why a lot of people won't go into this entrepreneurial or own your own business kind of thing, because it is.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's scary.
What are you going to do?
It's unpredictable. It's scary. But that's when you start to trust yourself and trust what you're capable of.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, I'm friends with fear now. Like, it's not that fear is not existent in my life. Fear is absolutely existent, but fear shows me what is important to me. And then I'm like, oh, you're my companion. You're not my enemy.
Yeah. It's kind of like all the parts of you accepting, like when you were talking about anxiety, once you change your mind shift about it, like my therapist would say, it's butterflies. Butterflies are fine. They're soft, or they're gentle, but there just might be a lot of them, and it feels different. But just think of it in a different way. Like, you're nervous. That could be excitement still.
Right.
You know, and that's like telling your body, like, yes, I want this. Okay, so what are your, you just did what did you call it, retreat or no?
Yeah, I was keynoting at a conference. I did a retreat. I'm keynoting at another conference. Another retreat's coming up. So I do a lot of speaking.
Okay. Is that like your goal right now? Are you just going to do more like group things, or where do you see yourself like in these next 2 years, and where do you want the people to find you in all of these places?
Yeah, I love that question. Definitely more speaking for sure. Like, it's just, I usually do 2 speaking tours a year, one in the spring and one in the fall.
Okay.
And I can see that growing to be even bigger and bigger stages, and I'm excited about that. and working one-on-one with me. So more of my individual coaching that is going to be expanding come in 2025.
Okay.
And then
what's your ideal client with that though, for one-on-one?
That's a great question. Anybody who's wanting to go deeper, honestly.
They don't have to be a billionaire.
No. I mean, I love the billionaire clients.
I love the dollar signs, but
billionaire clients are fun.
Yeah.
Because
they've gone for it.
They've gone for it, but that doesn't mean that they're any different than us. Honestly, like some of the things that I worked on with my billionaire clients were the same things that I work on with clients who are just starting off. Yeah. You know, so we're human. We're all human. Yeah. So anybody who's really wanting to go deeper within themselves or feel like I know that there's more there and I don't know how to get there, I can get you there. Okay. And so somebody who's just interested in that and who wants to go a little bit deeper in their spiritual growth too. Yeah. And that's unattached to like any kind of specific route, but what's right for them. Okay. It's very individualistic. And then sound healing, specifically, I'm really promoting the Sound Vault so that as many people can get sound healing as possible. Yeah. And then I'm doing pop-up events right now. So those are on the radar. I
love that. And I mean, I follow you on Instagram. Is that how most people find you?
Yeah, Instagram is the best place to follow me. Yeah. Sam_E_peace. Sammy Peace.
Oh, yeah, you changed your name.
I changed my name because
of Pants.
It was Pants for the longest time.
Why was it Pants?
I was a stylist for a very long time. Okay. And so people would just call me Pants. And my maiden name was Pilecki. Okay. And so people just would call me Pants.
I love that.
And then it just stuck until recently where I was really like downloaded that I am Peace. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, oh, it's going to be Sammy Peace now.
I love that. But I still love your pants.
I love it too.
Come style me. That's why I'm doing these podcasts. I'm like, damn it. I need someone to just put it together for me and like, so I don't last minute, put on the wrong bra. And expose myself.
Right.
Okay, well, do you have I do a rapid fire kind of situation.
Ooh, okay.
Do you have a favorite place to eat in Arizona?
Oh my gosh, in Arizona. Wow.
And are you kind of like in the Phoenix area?
I am. Yeah, I'm in downtown Phoenix.
Okay, there's so many good places.
There's so many good spots. Yeah. I'm a sushi girl. Like, I love sushi. Yeah. There's a place downtown called Moira that I really love for sushi. Okay. And then I'm, like, really a big fan of the Global Ambassador right now. Like, the views are beautiful. The food is beautiful.
With the weather getting good, it's going to be, like, horrible to even try to get in there, though.
I know. Make your reservation now.
Pretty.
I know, it's so good.
Pretty. It's like the best backdrop. Sam Fox did very well. Good job.
We love it.
Yeah. What do you like at the Ambassador? Like which restaurant or what drinks?
Yeah, the rooftop. I do mocktails.
Okay.
And so they've got amazing mocktails, and their sushi is just so good. Oh, I guess I do sushi there too. Okay. I'm a sushi girl.
Yeah, I've only tried their margaritas there up top. So good. But that's funny because I just tried this. It's this mushroom elixir. It was pretty good, like over ice instead of. I'm like, is this an age thing where I'm like, I don't feel like drinking anymore.
Drinking's not it for me anymore.
I know. I'm like, I just have too much going on that I feel like it'll just move me out of my.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Do you see all my sense? But
we're here.
Yeah, I don't like feeling crappy. I mean, I'll have a wine with like dinner, but yeah, I'm in this stage of, and I'm noticing more people though doing that. I'm like,
it doesn't resonate for my body anymore. I microdose. I plant medicine is like where I like to go, but alcohol just does not work. Talk about anxiety. Okay, that's the time that I have anxiety is if I drink.
Like the next day, it's just like, what is that?
It's a hard pass for me.
Any bad thoughts that you thought or beliefs, you're like, here they are today because I had a margarita. I know. That's so funny. Okay, so what else? If someone was coming from somewhere else, they're moving to Arizona, where is like that hidden gem? It could be a hike. It could be somewhere just like that's beautiful, spiritual to go. What's like the one place they need to go visit when they come to Arizona?
Okay, so Arizona, I mean, Sedona is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Like that is such a spiritual place, a million vortexes.
Yeah.
It's an entire crystal. Sedona is.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. If we're talking about the valley, okay, I love this spot up by Payasoa Peak.
Okay.
It's so beautiful and really peaceful. It's a beautiful hike also. And it's like a leg burner. So if you want to grow the legs and the booty, that's the spot for you.
Is there a trail name?
Payasoa.
Oh, okay. It is that one. Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
The stairs.
The stairs, yeah.
So many stairs.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't done it in a while.
Me either.
I'm like, oh, maybe in a month or so.
In a month or so, yeah.
Cardio's not my friend right now.
When it's not so hot.
Yeah.
Where else would be beautiful? There's this spot on the canal. It's like these little waterfalls on like Indian School and 62nd, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And it's these waterfalls at the canal. I found it when I was running one day, and I was like, wow, this is like such a hidden, beautiful spot. Like you get a waterfall. It's man-made, obviously. Yeah. But you get a waterfall in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
And it's just like a
sound.
Beautiful, it's a beautiful place to just like reset and then go about your day.
Yeah. Okay. And then is there any current books you're reading right now, or do you have a favorite book that you're like, this is the one that people need to know about?
I mean, if you have not read The Body Keeps the Score, that is an ultimate. The Four Agreements, another ultimate. Soul's Journey, another one, and Attached.
Okay.
I think those are my like
Soul's Journey. I'll do that.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Get ready.
No.
It's good. It's good.
I'm like, I just need a full-time job just to do my like
the work,
self-care and do the work. Yes. That's why I was trying to like finish my journaling from hypnotherapy on Saturday. I'm like, oh, this is so much work right now because it's just all the questions.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I want to know or write down the answers right now.
Right? Yeah, because it'll take you.
I literally had to like text my mom and be like, what did I like to do as a child? I was like, why is that question so hard? And she's like, you like to play in your playhouse. Like so she went way back.
Oh,
I was like, okay, I'll write it down. And then it was just like, I think a reminder of like, now how can you implement those things in your adult life?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, playhouse, I've done that.
Like did that, divorced from that.
Yeah. Teacher did that. She's like, you dissected frogs outside. I was like, that's the masculine. She's like, you like to swing. I'm like, okay, I will go see what, like maybe I'll do some trapeze or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to get into.
There's like a place in Tempe that's doing it.
I heard.
Oh, the silks, I thought too.
Okay, so we need to go hike and go get on the silks.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then in that same time, you're going to do a therapy session.
There we go.
Okay, is there anything else that you want to tell the people that they need to know, a message for them today? And this isn't going to obviously be released today, but within a month or so.
Actually, let me tap in and see like what wants to come through, like actually like channeled. Okay, so immediately I'm just hearing like you're not alone and this is not the time to suffer in that. So whatever, I mean, this is going to land for somebody, obviously, because that's a really strong message. You're not alone. And it's not the time to suffer in that. I think what that means is this feeling of being lost or alone and really like coming back to the self that like you always have you. And then you're right where you're supposed to be.
I love that. Well, I hope it reaches everyone.
I hope it does too. It will reach the people who it needs to reach in the divine timing, because some people will listen to this right away and other people will find this when they need to find it.
Yeah.
So, and I always trust that too. I always trust the divine timing of things and that we're exactly where we need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I just want to say I really, really appreciate that you brought yourself here. You brought the energy and that it's really hard for me to ask people to come because I really do feel like it's selfish. Like I'm getting most of the benefits. And so it really means a lot to me. And hopefully I just felt like you would bring such positive energy to anyone listening. There's definitely someone out there that is going to like something hit for them, you know, and hopefully, you know, this hit for you too.
It did. It's not selfish. It's an exchange.
I know.
You know, like this was just as fulfilling for me as it was for you, and hopefully for the listeners.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yay.